First things first, I forgot to read this at the end of the last one, and I'm not gonna bother adding it on to the previous episode. So Marshall reveals... Oh, I missed the second one too. From there, she proceeds to the quarry, an extra-dimensional space known as a threshold. Here, Jesse finds the prisms. Marshall reveals that Dylan is still alive and kept in the containment sector in a secure cell in the Panopticon. She warns Jesse that Dylan is dangerous. Oops, that's the wrong thing. My brother's keeper. Jesse goes to the containment sector to find the Panopticon where Dylan is held. I guess that's where I'm going. Upgrade this grip. Thanks. Outfits. Okay.
It's ridiculous. Pope's
See you, Director.
straws.
Why? If hiss is a frequency,
Goodbye,
then
Faden.
why couldn't it vibrate
Faden, did you find a prism?
It would explain the hair loss.
I literally handed it to you.
Jesse, when you were down in research, did you run into a Dr. Rhea Underhill?
I didn't. Who is she?
She is a colleague of mine, a researcher studying a kind of extra-dimensional mold growing below research.
Well, I don't like the sound of that.
No one does. Look, I haven't heard from Rhea since the hiss arrived. Would you mind having a look around for her next time you're in research?
Of course.
Thanks, Jesse. Now, what's on your mind?
So now I've got a new side quest. Black Rock.
I visited the quarry. What's the plan for all that black rock?
The Bureau has used Blackrock almost exclusively for containment purposes. See, I say, branch out. Instead of boxes, helmets. Instead of blast shields, knives.
Knives?
Yes, knives! So many combat applications. Slicing, stabbing, gouging. Sorry. I've been trying to get Darling to explore combat applications for years. I got a little excited.
Wow. I did not expect that from her.
Yeah, that's a bit crazy. Let's talk about Arish.
This place is looking good. Arish is making real progress around here.
Right? This place is a fortress. And with him taking care of operations here, I can spend more time analyzing the hiss. I've been attempting to isolate and neutralize the hiss resonance in blood samples, but no luck so far.
So you can't reverse it?
Not yet, but perhaps reversing it is too simple. See, if hiss resonance can rewrite human genetics, then perhaps it's a question of rewriting the hiss resonance. In theory, that could pave the way for custom human genetic alteration.
I wonder how often the phrase mad scientist is used around here.
Okay, the status of the HRA production.
How is HRA production coming along?
Better than expected. We've already made enough to get people out of a couple safe rooms. They're here, alive, thanks to you. And we never would have lasted this long if you hadn't walked in those doors.
You deserve thanks too, of course. We got this place up and running together, Emily.
Bye.
I should be going. Enjoy your data.
Oh, I will.
No new document?
Don't get lost in here.
It's ridiculous. Pope's grasping at straws.
Why? If hiss is a frequency, then why couldn't it vibrate molecules in order to alter human physiology? It would explain the hair loss.
Think about it. The precision that would require is unthinkable.
Think about it. That's unthinkable.
No hiss followed you in, right?
No.
references to
Well,
drama?
if it isn't the director.
There's something we're missing.
It's Faden. Just call me Faden.
We should be out there. Those things are killing our buddies while we babysit the execs.
Right, Marshall. We need to be smart about this. They've got control of the entire area.
Fuck that. The longer we sit here, the worse it's gonna get.
I mean, I'm the exec, and I'm literally the one going out there and doing all the work. So, I get most executives don't, but you respect my authority.
I feel useless. What can someone from admin do against this kind of thing?
I mean, you don't need to do anything. Just stay here and stay safe.
Every time I think it makes sense. Pattern shifts.
Good, right? She's the new director.
Yeah, I was just seeing if I could find, not Faden. I'm Faden, the one person. Erish. I was looking for Erish, who I told to come here. They mention he's here, but he's not there.
Containment sector. Panopticon. Altered items. Maximum security prison. Dangerous.
Wow, you gave me so much to think about.
The containment sector, the Panopticon, is home to the altered items we find and contain. It is a maximum security prison. It's a vault for the most valuable treasures on Earth. It's a powder keg big enough to blow this world to dust. A temple, a place of worship filled with idols of angry gods. It's all of these, and none of them. It's something more profound, unbelievable, unknowable, something worse. Altered items. We've found many. They appear mundane, but nothing could be further from the truth. They're all powerful, dangerous. They press heavy on our minds because that's their nature. They've been altered because we can't stop thinking about them. We put them on altars because they're used to being worshipped. This keeps them calm. We contain them, but they don't want to be controlled. We study them to discover what makes them tick. If this place were ever breached, it would be chaos of biblical proportions.
Thanks, dude. Certain resources contain loot, constructs, into mods or forms. We advocate and facilitate this at control points and menus. I don't need this one. You're just telling me how my crafting thing works. Got it. No. Hey. explodies, not the other ones. I should have realized when they were bent over backwards. Alright, thought something was behind me. Sneaking up behind me. Don't do that. Object and item distinctions. While altered items and objects of power may seem similar at first, it's important to note some very key distinctions. Firstly, objects of power grant agents abilities. Okay. Secondly, objects of power translocate anyone who makes physical contact to the astral plane. This is widely believed to be due to the Redacted's affiliation with objects of power. Not every individual is allowed in the astral plane, which indicates the redacted evaluates who can or cannot enter. Thirdly, and this is not always the case, objects of power are much more paranaturally redacted than altered items. Looking at the specific criteria that defines an object of power, it is no wonder they are notably rarer than altered items. In fact, we have redacted altered items for every object of power contained within the Bureau. Logistics and security. Okay. Gotta head up the stairs first. Alright, nothing. We're good to move on. I'll take another. Rearrange for me. Show me. Okay. Hmm. It's so labyrinthian. Labyrinthian. Mannequin Supplement. December 23rd, 1967. Waist mannequin A17 or AI7KE. The item was last owned by Madame Redacted, an operatic performer from Berlin. After her career ended in a public scandal, she relocated to Redacted, Maine for reasons unknown. With her came the trappings of her old life, including this item. Locals report that she rarely left her home in the short years she spent in Redacted. After her death, caused by Redacted, the state held a public auction of her belongings, seeing as she had no known relatives. Various conflicting first-hand reports exist, but testimonies provided by witnesses of the event do contain some common elements. Most every witness saw numerous mannequins break through the house's windows, tumbling outside. Some witnesses report bright lights, some report high-pitched singing. These are unverified. Numerous civilians inside the house at the time of the incident were hospitalized for various injuries. 2 were crushed to death. Agents were dispatched upon seeing an article regarding these events during the Bureau's daily scans of national periodicals. The item was quickly identified and brought to the Bureau. Why does it feel so weird now? Bureau. That's why it feels weird. The Bureau. Not the Burrow. Well, didn't I kill you guys? Is there anything else in this room before I go back and fight you? Alright. Nothing here. We'll take another. Oh, before I could dodge out of the way of that one, though. Okay. AWE rising frequency. For some time now, there has been a steady increase in the annual number of AWEs that the Bureau responds to. Between 2010 and 2015, we responded to redacted AWEs. For comparison, note that we only responded to redacted between 1995 and 2005. Is the rise a result of redacted, improvement in our detection procedures, or perhaps simply coincidence? Cannot say for sure, which is why this proposal for an AWE task force to be created within the hierarchy of the investigation sector has been compiled. We need to spend more time examining what causes AWEs rather than just containing them. Horowitz?
Someone needs help over there. Sounds like there's a man down.
Horowitz was, we heard about him in the audio log. I went in here, right? Give me a minute, Horowitz. RAM procedures. This one was from August 5th, 1979. Containment procedure. This is the Smoking Pram AI-13KE. I don't know what the letters mean. Is that country? It would KE be, so it's not country, right? Containment cell must be properly ventilated. Inhalation of the item's smoke causes redacted. Description. Item is a baby carriage with a black shade and steel wire wheels. Left front wheel is slightly bent, causing a distinct wobble when pushed. Item produces smoke incessantly. Smoke density varies. Smoke is generated without apparent fire or ignition source. The background: an incident in Paris in 1979 brought the pram to the attention of the Bureau. Smoke filled an antique store where the pram was being sold, killing the shop's owner. Update: detailed records of the events leading to the item's discovery were destroyed in an incident in the Panopticon. Interviews with living witnesses were re-performed at the order of the archives and the records chief. Attacked by coffee mate. Nope, still nothing new.
I'm here. What happened to you?
I got in a little scrap. Name's Horowitz.
Is he gonna be okay?
Don't look at me like that. I'm fine. But Wells is still in there. You gotta get him out.
Who's Wells?
My squad mate. We were hunting a runaway altered item. We followed it down into the clocks.
The clocks.
A threshold. The Bureau sealed it up years back because of all the clocks. We followed the altered item inside, but the way it was acting, we weren't ready. Me and Wells were the only ones to make it to the motel court. He was right behind me, but he never showed up on this side.
I'll go find him. But first, you need to get to a medic.
Wells is the medic. Please, you gotta get him out of there. I'll be fine, really. Rube can patch me up later.
Fine. But I'll be back for you.
I damn well hope so. Just use the motel cord there. It should get you into the clocks. Sorry, the threshold.
All right. Oh, it's a side quest. Because of course it is. I'm in the middle of something. I don't think it's timed because there's no timer. So you're not gonna die. I thought that was part of the mission I was on now. Let me guess. Let me guess, huh? You're back. Wow, they just keep coming, don't they? There we go. Memory of the heroic agents who gave their lives to forces known and unknown for the protection and greater knowledge of all humankind. We honor their sacrifice. I'm wondering if these are like the names of devs or backers or, you know, something along those lines. Medical wing. Well, that's not the one I was trying to hit. Accidentally killed the dude I had, so I'll just kill him. Shot. It's a break room. Why do I need clearance to enter a break room? I'm the director. Oh, that was the person exploding. Oh. Maintenance hiss nodes. Huh. Don't get that shit on me, dude. Forth and find more. Oh! Go forth and find out there's a thing over there. Hi? Hide behind the door. Got any more health for me? Oh, I didn't even see this. Mold autopsy. The deceased was a redacted-year-old redacted. No significant past medical history. The subject was brought in after being discovered in the active threshold, in an early state of decay that is characteristically fungal-based in its appearance. During autopsy, the cadaver's pleural cavities were revealed to be entirely filled by the fungus known as the mold. to an extent that medical staff were forced to put on decontamination suits. The procedure was also hindered by anomalies such as the deceased's high body temperature and undulating torso muscles, presumably but not provably caused by trapped gases. Routine samples, as well as tissue samples requested by Dr. Underhill, were successfully extracted. However, their rapid retrogression outside of the host's body needs to be noted. Cause of death, mold ingestion. You gotta use the azoles. Azoles take care of the fungal. Metronidazole. Globe procedures. So it's another altered thing. This is April 12th, 2010. No unique Wolf Globe AI 72PE. Containment procedure. No unique procedure required. However, contact should be limited as some report feeling disorientated after touching it. Description. Item is handmade, set in dark wood. The item itself is lacquered, hand painted, spins freely on all axes. While the continents and oceans are recognizably those of Earth, careful examination has revealed numerous redacted other geographic additions that do not exist on our planet. One of these islands has a city marked on it named Tanarelio. There are no signatures left by its marker. Physical contact renders subjects dizzy and disoriented, with some reporting a feeling of unfamiliarity with their surroundings. This effect seems to grow worse with prolonged contact, accumulating in a sense of listlessness and depression. Suicide has been observed in redacted handlers.
We discovered the oldest house while investigating a suspected altered world event case in the New York City subway tunnels. The agents found their way up into the building. Once we became aware of it, it was there. For the rest of the population, it was hiding in plain sight, a slippery blind spot, seemingly discouraging observation. It's a place of power. An ongoing AWE of its own, seemingly adhering to its physical outer constraints and yet constantly breaking the known boundaries of reality. It's unstable, shifting. Note, For more details on control points and the research and process to stabilize and secure the core sectors, refer to a separate presentation. After extensive research and investigation, the Bureau made the building its headquarters on November 13th, 1968. The Federal Bureau of Control was never out in the open. This was always an obfuscated, classified top secret operation. So imagine our surprise when the building's observation-resistant aspects began in some unquantifiable way to affect the Bureau as a whole.
Wow, dude. Yet it's like I would if I was a YouTuber. But it's done in a way that's fun and funny.
P6 is what the Bureau calls Dylan. His cell's been breached. Has the Hiss found him? Are you there with him? Can you protect him?
Oh! Hey, jump scare from a bro. Sorry, wrong room. Okay, nothing important there. Go ahead and ring that bell. Ah, it's upside down. Huh. There we are. Nope. Okay, bye. Update. Find Dylan.
It's been a long time since Dylan and I knew each other. I've wondered about him. What kind of man he'd grow up to be. Were things as hard for him as they were for me? Maybe in here, they were even harder.
Okay. Just, you're very calm, considering that my brother is dangerous and is broken out.
Cell breaches popping up all over the place. What's going on with the items? Oh, hello. Is there something I can help you with?
I'm Jessie, the new director. I need to get inside.
New director? Right. Well, okay. Hello, I'm Frederick Langston, the Panopticon supervisor. It's not the best time for a tour. We have hiss everywhere, numerous cell breaches, and system failures across the board, but you're the director, so here we go. Founded by Zachariah Trench, the Panopticon is our state-of-the-art repository for all altered items.
I don't have time for
objects,
this.
Power and...
I was told Dylan Faden was kept here. Can you help me find him?
Faden? Sure. Darling wanted him somewhere secure and isolated away from people. He's in the maximum security cells, upper level. But there's currently a pressing matter, ma'am. We've got an object of power loose in there, and it's wrecking the place. The Benikoff TV, it's a real doozy. Salvador took a team in to handle it, but no one's heard from them for hours. This is a Category 5 OOP we're talking about, and if we don't contain it soon, it will tear the Panopticon apart. And we don't want all those altered items getting loose, ma'am. No, trust me.
Dylan's in there.
Open the door, Langston. I'll handle it.
If you say so. I usually tell first-timers not to touch anything, so, just do that. Here, I'll get the door for you. And please, ma'am, call me Fred.
Thanks, Langston.
Can we provide any assistance at this time, sir?
Only if you can reboot the cell door protocols without manually accessing them.
Sir, we are not capable of completing that task. Please assign us a different task.
Why are you talking like that? You know what? Never mind. I'll take care of it.
Are you robots?
Is the TV back in its box yet? There's no rush or anything. It's just, an ongoing concern.
Well?
Do you like working at the FBC?
Sure. I mean, yeah, the drama's a bit much, but I get better benefits here than I would over at the Postal Service. I checked. Better healthcare. That's not to say I don't like my job, ma'am. Been here over 15 years. No one knows the Panopticon collection better than me. I'm, close to them, in a way.
I can't tell if that's creepy or normal here.
How do you keep the altered items under control?
It depends on the item. Each one has different needs. Ritualistic touches go a long way. Singing to them.
Did he say
Flipping
singing?
the lights 3 times, that sort of thing. It's not superstition if it works.
What's the difference between objects of power and altered items?
Think of them like storms. Objects of power are like tropical cyclones or hurricanes for the uneducated. They're big, rare, and scary. Of course, directors can just bind the OOP and become the eye of the storm. Altered items are more like weird thunderstorms.
Some may rain frogs, some may rain corn, but they all rain something.
And how does the hiss factor into all that?
It's changing them, making them aggressive. Now they're all raining, I don't know, knives. Knife rain.
Nice metaphor.
Did you work closely with Trench?
Oh, he spent most of his time with Darling and all them. The inner circle. Not that I care.
Trench certainly had his favorites.
He did stop in occasionally to scowl and smoke. Did you know the Bureau has a no smoking policy? It does. Just not for Trench. Still, he is the one who put aside funding for the Panopticon. The man did have vision.
How did you get this job?
Started as a junior agent because my uncle knew a guy. From there I got put on a desk until an accident left the containment sector severely understaffed. At which point I got bumped up to management. Put in a steady 8 hours a day for another 10 years and voila, supervisor.
I just picked up a gun. Or a gun picked me.
I'll see you later, Langston.
I'll be here, like always.
You got it, Fred. You hear that? Freddy ain't dead. Freddy says, bring it on, bitch. She is let into the Panopticon, a secure containment facility for dangerous paranatural objects, by Frederick Langston, the Panopticon supervisor. Told me not to touch anything, but I'm the director. Direct my fingers.
Panopticon. Dylan's close. But that object of power might wreck this place before I find him.
I'm gonna direct my fingers to touch every single thing in here. Can upgrade our spin. I keep pressing start to open up my menu thing and it doesn't do that. Alright, what is this? Armor piercing thing would be probably good right about now, even though I don't know what's up ahead. Oh, I should probably grab some of that health before I continue investigating, huh? Okay, post box. Little Red Riding Hood's basket. A fan. Mjolnir. One single box. All right.
Something went wrong with the Bureau's plan to make Dylan the next director. Marshall made it sound like it was all Dylan's fault, but how much of it was what the Bureau did to him? I don't think she's telling me everything.
Hello. Are you going up with me? Meet me at the top? Only open one containment locker at a time. Nothing.
Hello? Is anyone there?
What are you doing in there?
Oh, thank God. Look, someone has to watch this object at all times, or it deviates. My shift replacement never showed up. Can you help me?
Damn.
I can't. I'm sorry. There's an emergency. I'll come back. I promise.
Okay, just don't forget. I can't stare at this thing much longer.
Okay. Gives me another quest. Another nothing. No, wait, I want you. I sees ya, and I want you. And you.
Look up there!
Hiss! In the sky! Eyes up!
Both die. Okay, this is the way I was supposed to go. So what was back there? Oh, it was a fast travel point. I didn't realize that. I just thought it was telling me there was something right here. Well, let's check out the fire break then and see what that's all about. wait, is that the floor that I start off on? It is. Oh. Okay. I didn't realize there was only 2. I just thought the floor that I was on wasn't an option. So now I gotta rewrite this. Pretty good elevator music for once. Yes, I see you. Hanging in there? All right. Okay.
That's the object of power. I need to cleanse it.
Yeah, television's bad for you, kids. Cleanse the Binikoff TV. Okay, don't see any notes, so let's just go ahead and move forward. Oh, that did nothing. come on, I fired another shot to kill him. The health was all right behind him. Oh, you gotta go through all the cutscenes again, huh? Oh! No, we aren't wasting time on you guys. Oh, I don't have to go through the cutscene again. Okay. Think. As well. There. Distraction. Oh, I didn't even read. That's Salvador. Didn't even read who it was. Okay. Oh, what is that nonsense? Where you at? Ow. I guess I don't need to be focusing on dropping his shield. He drops his shield when he's gonna throw stuff at me. So I should just hit him then, instead of me trying to worry. About the shield dropping.
That thing was Salvador, the head of security. His team didn't stand a chance against the Hiss. No one here does.
Look like a Titan from Resident Evil.
Okay, the TV. Another object of power gone nuts. Here we go again.
Okay. Oh, it's just Salvador's ID. Should never have been accessible to low clearance staff in the first place, Lynn. Salvador. Oh, this was on September 28th, 1976. Ocelot's anchor, AI-11UE. The crew of the White Ocelot first encountered a strange spherical phenomenon while fishing in the Redacted. Witnesses described it as a black sphere with faint light behind it. It hovered just off the bow of the ship. The crew redacted by throwing a tin bucket, which disappeared into the sphere. Soon after, the vessel lost structural integrity. The ship's metal rusted and fell apart within minutes. As the ship sank, the sphere lowered into the water. A passing fishing vessel called the Redacted rescued the 4 surviving crew. Agents were dispatched to the White Ocelot's last known coordinates, Redacted, and began diving operations. On the ocean floor, the agents found the sphere. The ship was entirely destroyed except for its anchor. As agents lifted the anchor off the ocean floor, they noticed the sphere behaved in conjunction with the anchor, moving and stopping as one. Contact with the sphere was avoided, but handling the anchor proved harmless. The item was transported by the Redacted to the U.S. port of Redacted. Upon arriving in New York, it was brought into the Bureau via the Redacted. Hold on, television. So that. Join me, TV. Use the TV babysitter. Levitate superhero over the obstacle. Use levitate to complete the astral. Hold A to levitate. Okay. So it seems to just have a timer, but I can also turn it off. But I don't get to see how long the timer goes for. A while levitating to fall, A while falling to slow fall. Or I just don't move and it'll fall on its own. am I supposed to be trying those? No, it went away. Newsflash, APB. The hiss, static attempts to, our broadcast.
Okay, dealt with the TV. Now I can find Dylan.
I mean, I could, but first, gotta read about the Banikoff. Found on April 22nd, 1979, the Banikoff TV, or OOP7KE, no unique containment procedures required while bound. Yes, while bound. I thought it was ripping this place apart and needed to be contained. Description: a CRT television built by Banikoff and Sons Electrics instead of electronics. The screen is still functional. The object can levitate itself off the ground to a maximum observed altitude of redacted. Bound, the object allows agents to harness their effects for their own use. See report redacted for results tested with prime candidate redacted. Dylan. Prime candidate Dylan. The object is currently bound by redacted. Background. The object was first discovered in a local news story from redacted Kansas. A figure had been seen redacted over buildings. The Bureau dispatched agents to the town who discovered that a man named Redacted had bound himself to the object. Mr. Redacted was detained. See case 39HQ656 and object was brought to the Bureau for study. Oh, hey. Nope, they got me. Go! It was a mixture of explodies and also the freaking normal ones that throw stuff at you. I thought it was just the normal guys at first until they charged me. Hey, that's actually good. It's gonna spawn me at the here. But I'll still have this. Boop. You hanging in there? Thanks. You're a pal. You're a bud. So we still gotta check 3 and 2, and then we can go up to 5. Oh, don't tell me there's gonna be nothing here. What? They didn't want to create enough. Oh, there we go. There's a surfboard. Okay. They could have literally just threw anything inside all of these containers, right? Anything. Like that surfboard. Can I get in there? There's a glass here. Matter, there's freaking nothing here. Guess I'm gonna assume there's nothing on the second floor. If there was nothing on the third floor, I'm just gonna head up. Should've just taken the elevator, huh? Oh, there's a Healy-do. I don't want to waste my time on it. We'll just go call the elevator. Realized I didn't have to call the elevator, it was already here. I mean, there was something on the third floor, but I don't know if it's worth it right now for me to search all the floors. I'll just do that later. On my own time. Especially because that guy needs me. He needs me to help him out. The swan boat. So that's one we've already read about. Some get well soon balloons. Oh, we read about you too. I'm guessing that's a Half-Life reference. Gordon Freeman's crowbar.
Dylan. He's so close.
Oh.
Hello? Can you hear me? Jesse.
Sorry, my throat was dry and I needed water. And it's still drying up. Too much talking while I'm sick. Ah.
Are you there, Jesse?
Emily? He's gone. Dylan isn't here. He might be nearby. Or maybe the hiss got to him. I don't know.
Jesse, listen. Dylan's here. With us. He just walked in. He says he is giving himself up. He's been affected by the hiss, but he is different than the others. We must isolate him.
I'm on my way.
We need to get back. I have to see my brother.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a spoiler right there, isn't it? What? Wait. It just crossed this one out, so I thought I failed it. But okay, that finishes off that mission. Wait, why did it... They're in the wrong order. Okay. She gains the ability to levitate by binding the Binikoff TV object of power. Using this power, Jesse reaches Dylan's cell on the top floor. There, Jesse finds an empty room and signs of a deadly struggle. Pope contacts her via an intercom. Dylan has just entered Central Executive. Dylan is most likely evil because of all of this stuff that has happened to him. Ugh.